She was an add-on. She wasn't the center of attraction. So I can't get nothing back to that. I ain't mad at her. I'm just saying you look stupid as doing that. Like a whole groupie. I don't like it. She don't need to do that. Glorilla talented enough. She don't need to do all that behind this mutt. You got my Cardi on your side. That's your family. You ain't need to. Ah! And that bitch high as a kite. Eyes glossy. Pupils dilated. Girl. Oh.
Your reaction.
The moment Beyonce say, "Thank you, Jesus," listen, and go into that like that, I back up. I be like, okay. He must have came in and touched on her big ass forehead.
Beyoncé is one of the most celebrated and decorated artists in the music industry, beloved by millions worldwide who see her as an untouchable queen of pop and R&B. But for every superstar, there's always a critic, and in Beyoncé's case, that critic might just be the loudest voice on social media these days, Tokyo Toni. Over the years, Tokyo Toni has earned a reputation for wild accusations, unpredictable rants, and controversial takes that leave fans either rolling their eyes or asking if there's more to the story. This time around, Tokyo Toni didn't just come for Beyoncé. She went all in on rising star Glorilla as well, calling her out for what she deemed excessive fangirling during an awards ceremony. In Tokyo Toni's eyes, the moment Glorilla showed open excitement for Beyoncé was all the proof she needed to claim that Glorilla, too, is caught up in some darker force, one she believes Beyoncé has wielded for years. But is there any truth to these claims of hidden demonic influences and secret cult allegiances? Are fans truly witnessing dark occult energies on stage? Or is Tokyo Toni's outrage simply a product of her knack for stirring the pot? Today, we'll break down every piece of this puzzle: the accusations, the reactions, the possible motives, and the broader conversation about the worship of celebrity icons. By the end, you might walk away with a brand new perspective, or maybe you'll simply confirm what you've always suspected. For those unfamiliar, Tokyo Toni is the mother of model and TV personality Blac Chyna. Over the years, Toni has gained internet fame for her fiery Instagram live sessions and unapologetically blunt takes on pop culture. She rarely holds back, using colorful language and occasionally unfiltered aggression to convey her opinions, especially when it comes to high-profile celebrities. Beyoncé has been a frequent target of Tokyo Toni's commentary. In rant after rant, Toni has insisted that there's something off about Beyoncé's rise to legendary status. Some of her followers brush it off as attention-seeking. Others believe Tokyo Toni might be voicing suspicions people have long harbored but never dared to express. Either way, whenever Beyoncé releases new music, performs a show-stopping act, or wins another accolade, Tokyo Toni is never far behind with a scathing response. Even so, it's not just that Tokyo Toni dislikes Beyoncé's music. She often frames her criticisms in moral and spiritual terms. To her, Beyoncé isn't merely a pop star, but a demonic presence who has deceived the masses. This line of thinking has evolved over time, fueled by widely circulated conspiracy theories linking pop stars and other global icons to secret cults or the so-called Illuminati. And Tokyo Toni leverages these rumors with gusto, painting Beyoncé as an almost mythical foe. Tokyo Toni's approach is also unusual in how personal it sometimes becomes. While many critics focus on an artist's music or style, Tokyo Toni targets Beyoncé's character, even going so far as to claim she's responsible for sinister sacrifices, or that she is leading her followers down a dangerous path. These claims might sound outlandish to the average listener, but Toni's persistence has created a strong niche of individuals who hang on her every word, whether they agree with her or not. The most recent uproar took shape on Grammy night, a ceremony already known for surprising wins, memorable speeches, and star-studded performances. In the middle of the broadcast, social media lit up with Tokyo Toni's new tirade. She went live to share her real-time reactions, and naturally, her focus zoned in on Beyoncé, who was receiving awards and celebrating yet another historic evening. Tokyo Toni's commentary started with the usual jabs, calling Beyoncé wicked, a demon, and even mocking specific stage effects. When she saw Beyoncé elevated into the air during a performance, or referencing older performances that involved levitation, Tokyo Toni insisted that such theatrics were proof of Beyoncé's alleged ties to the occult. While most viewers see this as standard stage production, common in major pop concerts, Tokyo Toni perceives it as a grand symbol of something far darker. Interestingly, in some of her rants, Toni references the idea of angels and devils, suggesting Beyoncé uses religious imagery in ways meant to lead fans astray. Many artists, including Beyoncé, have dabbled in imagery that can be interpreted through multiple lenses. Some see it as creative expression, others as a nod to spiritual or mythological themes. But for Tokyo Toni, each instance of theatricality on stage is one more puzzle piece confirming her theory that Beyoncé is playing with forces beyond mere marketing. As viewers watched the awards show and scrolled through social media, Tokyo Toni's live commentary went viral. GIFs and snippets of her rants were shared across Twitter and Instagram, generating waves of both laughter and concern. Some found her claims ridiculous, while others championed her as a lone voice daring to speak against an industry powerhouse. Where things really escalated was the moment Tokyo Toni shifted her attention to Glorilla, a rising star who burst onto the scene with her energetic rap style and fast-growing fanbase. During the Grammys, Glorilla was seated in the audience like many other artists, cheering on fellow performers and winners. When it came time for Beyoncé to accept a particular award, one that even Beyoncé herself seemed surprised to receive, Glorilla couldn't contain her excitement. Videos captured Glorilla exclaiming Beyoncé's name, clapping, and generally losing her composure in the presence of someone she clearly admired. For most viewers, it was a wholesome moment, a young star appreciating a musical legend. But for Tokyo Toni, that excitement was evidence of something else entirely. In her mind, Glorilla had become an instant groupie, too blinded by Beyoncé's star power to see the alleged dark reality lurking beneath. Tokyo Toni didn't hold back. She ridiculed Glorilla's reaction, calling her names, attacking her appearance, and chastising her for placing Beyoncé on a pedestal. The hostility extended well beyond typical online banter. Tokyo Toni painted Glorilla as just another devotee in Beyoncé's supposed demonic cult, warning that Glorilla, too, could be dragged into morally compromising territory. To Toni, even a simple moment of fangirling was an unforgivable sign of idol worship. The backlash from Glorilla's side came swiftly. She responded by referring to Tokyo Toni as an animal, a cutting choice of words that set social media ablaze. Fans of both artists quickly took sides. Some felt Glorilla was justified in snapping back, while others questioned whether stooping to Tokyo Toni's level only fueled further drama. Either way, a new feud had been born, and the internet was enthralled. It wasn't long before Tokyo Toni steered the conversation into the territory of the Illuminati. Conspiracy theories surrounding the entertainment industry have persisted for decades, with claims that top-tier celebrities gain success through secret society memberships, bizarre rituals, and even alleged human sacrifices. While these theories lack verifiable evidence, they remain captivating to a certain audience. According to Tokyo Toni, Beyoncé's continued success, especially her numerous Grammy wins, can't be explained by talent and hard work alone. Instead, Tokyo Toni suggests that Beyoncé has made sacrifices to stay on top. While she never offers concrete proof, Toni's conviction feeds into existing rumors about how powerful artists reach near mythical status. For a portion of viewers, these claims ring hollow and come off as an attempt to vilify a high-achieving black woman who has worked tirelessly for decades. However, others consider Tokyo Toni's perspective a wake-up call, insisting that everyday fans overlook signs of dark influences out of blind loyalty. Whether people buy into these conspiracies or not, The conversations they spark about fame, power, and morality never fail to trend online. What makes Tokyo Toni's angle especially incendiary is her blending of religious rhetoric with dramatic suspicion. She positions herself as a defender of youth and morality, claiming she's the only one brave enough to warn fans about where Beyoncé might be leading them. It's a narrative that resonates with those already skeptical of the entertainment industry. At the same time, critics argue that Tokyo Toni's methods, profane tirades, personal attacks, and sensational accusations, undermine any potential legitimacy. The public's response to Tokyo Toni's latest rant reveals a stark divide. In countless online forums and social media threads, you'll find a split between those who cheer her on and those who find her allegations laughable or offensive. Some users applaud Tokyo Toni for exposing what they believe is hidden truth, praising her for having the courage to speak out against a mainstream icon. Others, however, are quick to highlight Tokyo Toni's pattern of extreme behavior. They point out that she's accused numerous celebrities of outlandish things before, questioning her credibility. For many, the sheer vitriol she directs at Beyoncé and Glorilla feels disproportionate, especially when it ventures into body shaming or calling Glorilla names. Still more observers simply enjoy the spectacle, using it as entertainment rather than a call to arms. Memes, TikToks, and commentary videos recapping Tokyo Toni's meltdown circulate widely, contributing to her infamy. No matter which side people land on, the fact that her words generate buzz is undeniable. In an age of viral soundbites, Tokyo Toni manages to grab the spotlight anytime she sets her sights on a celebrity. Beyoncé's fans, often called the Bayhive, have come out in full force to defend their idol. They argue that Beyoncé's philanthropic efforts, her celebrated artistry, and her positive impact on younger artists like Glorilla contradict Tokyo Toni's accusations of devilish manipulation. Many note that Beyoncé has consistently been vocal about her love for God and gratitude in her success, a stark contrast to Toni's claims that she's directing people away from spiritual truth. Why does Tokyo Toni keep going after Beyoncé with such ferocity? Some speculate it's purely for attention. The entertainment ecosystem often rewards shock value, and Tokyo Toni's dramatic standoffs with A-list stars attract significant media coverage. Each new rant can boost her social media following, land her in trending headlines, and increase the visibility of any projects or partnerships she's promoting. Others believe Tokyo Toni genuinely holds these beliefs and sees herself as a righteous warrior in a corrupt industry. Her repeated references to moral values, children's spiritual well-being, and the supposed illusions used by pop stars suggest she might be sincere in her convictions. Whether or not those beliefs align with observable facts is another question. There's also a possibility that Tokyo Toni resents the pedestal upon which fans have placed Beyoncé. Criticizing a huge celebrity can be a way to challenge the public's near worship of that figure. Overzealous stardom and unwavering fan devotion can sometimes border on cult-like adoration, which might be unsettling to those who see celebrity idolization as unhealthy. However, most critics note that Tokyo Toni's approach, anchored in insults and conspiracies, hurts her credibility more than it helps spark serious conversation. Tokyo Toni's history of volatile relationships with various figures in her own personal life also informs public perception. Some recall her tumultuous relationship with her daughter, Blac Chyna, and note that Toni has always been outspoken and prone to dramatic outbursts. Whether that background is relevant to her critiques of Beyoncé and Glorilla is up for debate, but it shapes how many interpret her motives and reliability. This feud, strange as it might seem, illuminates a larger issue: the phenomenon of celebrity worship. Beyoncé, with her legions of superfans, is a prime example of how individuals can become larger-than-life symbols. Her achievements, record-breaking albums, iconic live shows, philanthropic work, have positioned her at the apex of the music world. Consequently, fans react passionately to even the mildest perceived disrespect toward her. Tokyo Toni latches onto that dynamic, criticizing not just Beyoncé's behavior but the devotion she inspires. Are fans sacrificing their own discernment in favor of idol adoration? Do people place celebrities on pedestals so high that they can't see potential flaws or controversies? These are questions that pop up whenever a star commands fan loyalty so strong that it borders on uncritical reverence. On the flip side, hyper-scrutiny of an artist's every move can breed unnecessary hatred, baseless rumors, and conspiracy theories. It's one thing to dislike a performer's music or image. It's another to hurl accusations that they're leading some mass demonic campaign. In this sense, Tokyo Toni's comments serve as a reminder of how celebrity culture can be twisted into bizarre narratives. As entertaining as these conspiracies might be, they can distract from more constructive conversations, such as the tangible ways fans can hold celebrities accountable or support them responsibly. Perhaps the greatest irony in this situation is that both Beyoncé's admirers and Tokyo Toni's fans are, in a sense, operating on a form of intense passion. Where the Bayhive showers its queen with unwavering love, Tokyo Toni's following hangs on every incendiary word. Both extremes demonstrate how captivating the world of celebrity can be, for better or worse. After Glorilla's sharp reply to Tokyo Toni calling her an animal, onlookers wondered whether the rising star might escalate things further. So far, Glorilla has mostly chosen to move on, focusing on her music and upcoming performances. This is perhaps a strategic move, as responding repeatedly to Tokyo Toni would risk drawing attention away from Glorilla's artistic achievements. Meanwhile, Tokyo Toni hasn't shown any sign of backing down. She reaffirms her stance whenever asked, maintaining that she's simply telling the truth about Beyoncé and her so-called cult. Depending on how events unfold, another awards show, a new Beyoncé project, or a Glorilla success story, Tokyo Toni might well find new reasons to resurrect the feud. For now, the online chatter has settled into a simmer, but it hasn't vanished. Within fandom communities, some express pity for Tokyo Toni, suggesting she might be dealing with deeper issues that manifest as aggressive rants. Others dismiss her claims as too outrageous to warrant a response. At the same time, conspiracy-oriented groups applaud her for voicing what they believe mainstream media tries to hide. The question remains, will Tokyo Toni's persistent attacks ever force Beyoncé or Glorilla to address her directly, or will they keep ignoring her until the drama fizzles out? Beyoncé herself rarely addresses rumors head-on. Over the course of her career, she's allowed her work to speak for itself, sidestepping controversies that she considers beneath her. Fans argue this is a sign of her poise and professionalism. Critics say it's part of her carefully managed image. Regardless, it seems unlikely that she'll engage with these Illuminati and demon worship claims anytime soon. In the meantime, Glorilla may choose to learn from her idol's example, focus on her craft and leave detractors to shout into the void. Tokyo Toni's constant attacks on Beyoncé, and her surprising side feud with Glorilla, spark a series of discussions that extend beyond mere celebrity gossip. They touch on themes of artistic freedom, moral panic, fan devotion, and the power of rumors in shaping public perception. While many dismiss her accusations as nothing more than wild conspiracies, others see her as unearthing sinister undercurrents in the music industry. At the heart of it all, the question remains, does Tokyo Toni have legitimate concerns about how celebrities influence their fans, or is this just another theatrical outburst in an industry that thrives on drama? Fans and critics alike must decide if there's any value in her assertions, or if her words are simply an entertaining spectacle for social media to devour. We live in an era where viral moments often overshadow nuanced discussion. Grand claims of hidden cults and demonic ceremonies might grab clicks, but they can also sideline more grounded conversations about what it truly means to be influenced by a public figure. Whether you see Tokyo Toni as a warning siren or a source of perpetual negativity, one thing is certain. As long as her rants continue, they'll keep drawing massive attention. So, what do you think? Are Tokyo Toni's allegations worth considering? Or is this all a ruse to stay relevant? Could Beyoncé really be part of some secretive circle? Or is she just an artist at the top of her game whose success invites endless speculation? And does Glorilla's starstruck reaction really signal blind worship? Or was she just showing love to a legendary performer? Let us know your take, because in the world of entertainment, almost nothing is ever as straightforward as it seems. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, behind every viral rant, there might be a motive you never considered. Stay sharp out there, and until next time, keep your eyes open for the next wave of unexpected drama. After all, it might just come from the last person or place you'd ever suspect.